Hey, this is Sundar and Ash from C4E Tech, and you're watching Ash Answers Episode 7.
So Ash Answers is a show where we answer your questions that you tweet out to us with the hashtag Ash Answers. So let's go ahead, get to the questions. And yeah, that's me, Max.
The best investment that you did for C4E Tech?
Well, I'm going to say Sundar. Okay, on. I'd probably have to go with the camera or the gimbal. The gimbal, yeah. I just added something new to the list of equipment. I'm using a Feiyu Tech MG3. So I use that for the Moto G4 unboxing. So if you look at the outdoor shots, it would be that much better. So hoping to shoot more with that. That's been my favorite equipment, and I feel that's gonna add a lot of value.
Will you prefer modular smartphones over flagship smartphones as a daily driver into 2016? Thoughts on Moto Z?
So Moto Z thoughts, I've done a video on it. So I'll leave a card to that over here. So you can check that out. And modular phones are probably going to be flagship phones in the future. And again, as long as it doesn't intrude with day-to-day usage, as in there are no major sacrifices, I'd be happy to see modular phones, because at the end of the day, when it comes to PCs, I'm a custom-built guy rather than a pre-built PC guy. So
most of you, we want a desk door, the gadgets you use for video production, PC, etc.
actually, this is something I've been thinking about. I'd probably start a separate series on equipment I use, maybe talk about the camera and whatnot. I still haven't made up my mind. As of now, I don't have the time to do it, but hopefully, if a certain somebody is, doing his videos right and giving me a little bit of breathing space, I'd probably come up with something like that. Let me know if you want to see that. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see a tech I use kind of video. So again, a certain someone needs to come in.
What is your PC configuration and what softwares you use on your PC? And also why you don't use a Mac, which is great for video editing?
I've never used a Mac, so I'm not used to it. I don't want to relearn the basics. I like PCs because I build them myself and ease of upgrading stuff. And my current config is a i7-5960X, 64 gigs RAM, 3000 megahertz, 16x4, Rampage 5 Extreme motherboard, Intel 750 NVMe for my boot drive, a Titan X. That's the rig. Are you going to review smartwatches, home automations, such stuff in future, or are you planning to continue with mobiles? I'm going to do mobiles. Smartwatches is up to him. I told him if he wants to do it, he can.
I love doing it, so
he did the Pebble Tam Steel, so that's just kind of a trial run kind of. So he did a good job on it. At least I liked the video. Most of you didn't see it, but yeah, here's a card to it, so you guys can watch it if you missed. But maybe he might be doing a little more smartwatches and ebook readers and kind of different kind of stuff, not just the phones.
Home automation, we haven't thought about it yet.
Yeah, we haven't got around to that. Yeah. Maybe in the future.
Yeah.
So
Let's see about that.
Why have you stopped doing periscopes? Just haven't had the time, to be honest. We've been like this month, how many videos have we done?
40 plus.
Yeah, so we are close to 50. This is the maximum number of videos we've ever posted on C4E Tech. So
in a month's time.
Yeah, so it's just been hectic, and with the move back, and it's just been chaotic. So I will be back on Periscope soon. Just don't ask me when, but if I get the time to do it, I definitely will.
And we are doing Ash Answers for you.
Yeah, so that's kind of like meeting you guys halfway, because Periscope we've not had the time to. So I thought, yes, that's why I'm answering you guys. Answering you guys here. So not exactly live streaming, but at least something. I love this question. Has anyone brands threatened you for being honest in reviews? That hasn't happened. I've had a certain brand call and yell at me on the phone, and I'm not gonna cough and spot out the brand again, but whoever saw was it last episode or the episode before that? I don't know. So I did mention that brand in the past, but in general, brands have been great. Especially, you wouldn't think it would be this way, but actually Samsung has one of the better PR is pretty good at PR, to be honest. I've done the J2 and they still haven't really said anything much. They just ask you for your feedback and they don't act on it. That's different. But most brands take it constructively, barring very few, like the one I've mentioned in the past. Again, I'm not going to name it, but if you guys have been following me long enough, I'm sure you probably know. What was LeEco's response when you complained to them about the screen issues of the LeEco? So yeah, they just said it's should be isolated to my unit, but again, Ranjit has the
Yeah.
issue. We've also seen a couple
A
of
few
other people.
others tweeted out that they also have the issue.
Yeah, so but they LeEco insists that it's my unit, and they about 10 days back they said they've shipped a replacement unit to me. So I don't know. It's been 10 days, and I don't know. If I get another one, I'll let you guys know if that has the issue or not. Maybe they've not been able to find a unit without the issue to ship to me. Probably. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Do you allow Ramesh or anyone to drive your bike? No.
No, bike, no.
No. I mean, my car, yes, but the bike, Ninja is my baby. It's me and probably the mechanic when I take it in for service. That's it. Redmi Note 3 versus Moto G4 Plus for gaming and high-end performance.
Redmi Note 3 for both, I would say.
Why wouldn't you go with the Moto G4 Plus?
I mean, you can ask me why I would go with the Redmi Note 3.
Why wouldn't you go with the Moto G4 Plus? How was your experience when you were testing out for camera samples?
Red hot.
And it gets extremely stuttery after a bit of usage. We've had people report that who have bought the phones as well. It's not just the review units either. So it's just, I mean, if you're gonna just use your phone like your basic Gmail, WhatsApp, and that's it, you're not really gonna
And
use
you
the
want a good
camera.
camera too? Then
Yeah, just for an occasional pic or so, then maybe the G4 Plus might work out. But if you're gonna look at gaming and whatnot, then it's the Redmi Note 3 all the way. Your profession as a tech YouTuber, what do you think about it as a profession? Interesting or hectic? What do you feel?
interesting for the most part. Hectic at times.
I'd have to go with both. It's interesting,
Yeah.
it's hectic. The only reason why we still have a sanity despite it being hectic is because it's interesting and it's because of all the interesting people we get to interact with. So, thank you guys. What are your 5 favorite TV series? What's yours? Top 5, just off the top of your head. No thinking.
Breaking Bad, Walking Dead, Sons of Anarchy. After the Game of Thrones, of course. And fifth,
No thinking, just
Fargo.
Fargo. Okay. For me, it would be Battlestar Galactica, Spartacus, Game of Thrones, How I Met Your Mother, Prison Break. That's the 5 from the top of my head. If I were to think, I'd probably come up with something else, but the top 3 is always the same. Battlestar Galactica, Spartacus, Game of Thrones. So if you haven't watched any of these 3, go watch it. Pause the video right now. Watch it. Go. Do it. Why are you review so many Xiaomi products compared to other? Are you Xiaomi fanboy? So, am I Xiaomi fanboy?
Definitely not.
See, guys, it's simple. It's just that Xiaomi products, there's not a lot of coverage from the West. You don't see major YouTubers focus on it. So I get a lot of people requesting for these phones. So I end up shooting a lot of videos about Xiaomi. It's the same with the OnePlus 3 this time around. OnePlus 3, basically, it was because we got it a lot earlier. So I had a lot of queries on it. And Xiaomi phones, generally, there's just a lot of interest surrounding it. The same with LeEco. Sometimes
Moto
with this
G4 Plus.
Moto G4 Plus, the ZUK, Z1. So it's not the brand, it's more of what
The price range.
the price segment, how competitively it's priced, and in turn, the kind of interest it inspires, and the more people who ask us, and that's what we end up focusing on. But then again, if you were asking about Apple and Sundar, that's
No,
a different
I'm not a
story.
fanboy.
So I guess that's all the time we've had for this episode, guys. Hope you liked it. If you did, do give this video
Thumbs up
if you didn't,
or a down.
and do subscribe for more videos like this. And make sure if you have any questions, tweet it out to us with the hashtag #AshAnswers. And that's it. I'm gonna let him do the outro because even if I do it, he's anyway gonna ad lib. So
Yeah. This is Sundar and Ash from C4E Tech, leaving for the moment.
Nice day. Have a nice day.
Have a great day. MH.
MH, you said megahertz. You seriously think RAM is MAH?
You were about to say that.
I was about to say MHZ.
You replay, guys.
Yeah, replay, definitely. So,
This is Sundar from C4E Tech.
I'm nobody. So, this is a series where we answer your question.
7 or 8?
7.
7, okay.
And yeah, you ask. Okay, continue.
Hey, this is Sundar and Ash from C4E Tech, and you're watching the. Leaving for the moment.
Nice day. Have a nice day.
Have a great day.
Have a great day.
Have an amazing day.
Have a fantastic day.
You're gonna put this.
I'm not gonna cut it.
Okay.